So, what if Kane had crossed it to Sterling in the World Cup? Or what if there was a salary cap on the Premier League? They are all questions that are unanswered, and we're going to be talking about it in this episode.
Most of them, anyway.
Yeah.
Some of them.
As many as we can get through.
But anyway, as always, welcome back to another episode of the Shots on Target podcast. Please make sure to subscribe, like this video, and comment, suggestions. You know the drill.
We said it enough now, haven't we?
Yeah, we've said it enough. We'll say it at the end of the video as well. And follow us on Twitter, Shot on Target 1. So, David, you got the list up. Do you want to read the first one?
So the first what if is, what if, and this is a quite controversial one, so there can be a difference of opinions on this. What if VAR wasn't a thing this season? So obviously, as we know, VAR has been very controversial this season
and very impactful.
Yes, and we've actually got a table that shows who would have lost points and who would have gained points.
Insert now.
Bam! It's up. There we go. The trickery of.
Do you want to read out?
I'll read it out. So obviously, this is the table without VAR. So you've got Liverpool, who would have lost 5 points without VAR. Man City would have gained 6 points. And third is Wolves. They would have gone up 3 positions. So they would be playing Champions League football this season instead of
That's impressive.
like qualifying with. Where were they now? They were qualifying.
They're seventh. So they qualifying with the Europa League, which they actually got knocked out.
They would have gained 7 points without VAR.
Whoa.
So that was the highest out of the 20 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Then it goes Chelsea in 4th, Man United in 5th, Leicester in 6th, Sheffield United in 7th, Arsenal up to 8th, but obviously no points.
No points either way. So
yeah, you come 8th, but because of Spurs, who are 10th in this position, they went down 3 positions. So you've gone up, and they've gone down, kind of thing.
Yeah, so Spurs have actually benefited quite a lot through VAR.
VAR quite a lot. They would have lost 7 points.
Wow.
What a loss.
Dang.
Everton, Southampton just would have stayed the same. 13th would have been West Ham. Newcastle 14th, 15th Crystal Palace, 16th Aston Villa, Brighton 17th, and obviously you got your typical bottom 3, Watford, Bournemouth and Norwich. Brighton only stay up by 1 point.
Wow.
In this table.
So they would have done what Villa would have done.
Final day things.
Yeah.
So that was a big change there.
Yeah, massive.
Yeah. Things need to be changed next season, I reckon, in order for it, referee to go to the pitch side screen.
I mean, for me, I think a rule should be next season. I don't think the VAR, there should be a rule, right? So unless the referee goes to the monitor and has a look at it for himself or herself, obviously there's female linesmen as well. I don't know whether they're going to introduce female referees or whatever, so that'd be nice to see, but getting off topic. So unless the referee's actually looked at it at the pitch side monitor, the VAR decision cannot be given until they do that, because I think it's only happened twice this season that the referee's actually gone to the monitor and had a look for themselves.
Only once in the FA Cup.
Exactly, so only once in the entire Premier League season. A 38 game season, every team plays 38 games. So that's 20 teams times 38, quick maths, I don't know what that is, but anyway, it's a lot of games. So if you think out of all those games,
it's
only
like 700 games.
Yeah, only one of those was looked at by a referee. So things have to be done, it's got to be a lot more clear.
Rules have to be a lot clearer.
Definitely.
Which they have been doing, but obviously what ones I don't know. I think we'll move on to the next one.
Yes.
Do you want
to bring up
the next one?
Insert picture now. Pam! Harry Kane.
Not
squaring it to Sterling. Now, what if he would have done that? We would have been 2-0 up, most likely, hopefully. If Sterling didn't... Sterling, if he wouldn't have skied it, hopefully not. But obviously if Harry Kane would have squared it to Sterling, tapping for Sterling, 2-0 to England against Croatia, 33 minutes into the game?
Kills the momentum.
We could have been finalists against France.
Would we have won against France?
No,
I think no. Do you know? erring on the side of optimism, I actually think that we could have done, because I think we had a lot of momentum, and I think we just had that sort of togetherness. We had that vibe. We
just look at France's team: Griezmann, Mbappe, Kante, Umtiti. Mate, we would have been the embarrassment in the final.
I mean, I don't think we would have been. To be fair, if we'd have got to the final, I would have held my head high and say, look, we were there. The first one we've been there in a long, long time, and we got beaten by the better side. So be it. Like, I can proudly hold my head up.
I just don't want to lose like 8-0 like Brazil did.
So long as it's not an embarrassment, then I would be fine.
It was 8-1, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, it's 7-1.
7-1. We wouldn't get embarrassed, hopefully.
Yeah.
But obviously, we have to wait for the next. What's the
Euros?
Euros next year.
It should have been. It should have already happened.
Yeah, England should be European champions.
That's one of our next questions, isn't it? What if coronavirus didn't happen?
Believe it is, yes. So what if coronavirus hadn't happened? Would Villa have gone down? Would United have made top 4? And would Liverpool have reached 100 points? Now, I'm going to briefly touch on the Liverpool thing. So I think the record it is 100 points, isn't it? Or is it 101?
101.
Is it 101? Yeah, by City in 2018-19.
Yeah, and Jesus scored that.
Yeah, Jesus at St Mary's, that little chip.
I remember watching that game actually.
But I mean, I think Liverpool would have done it.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they had the momentum, but I think they would have taken their foot off the gas still, because I think Klopp would have said, you know what, with champions,
enjoy it.
Just enjoy.
So would they have won it? Would they have won it quicker than they did?
I think they might have done. I think they'd have won it against Palace.
Mm-hmm.
No,
which was
even before. I think they could have won it at Man City.
Well, Man City.
They could have.
But obviously, I think the 6 to 8 weeks of lockdown, it obviously impacted a lot of teams, and obviously that's impacted Liverpool not reaching the Centurion mark. So I think.
99 points for a season is still crazy.
What was that?
The kitchen chair.
There's an elephant in the room.
Oh no!
Oh dear, we're not a comedy show.
Anyway, I think if the lockdown, the whole coronavirus pandemic didn't happen, Liverpool definitely would have got the 100 points.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm just annoyed that West Ham didn't beat them. Stupid fab. I cry every time.
Zach, do you think Villa would have gone down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you actually?
The form we were on, like we lost 4-0 to Leicester just before lockdown.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing I was going to say was like Villa have some of the best fans in the French. Do you not think that would have been a big influence?
But then the pressure.
I don't really know though, because maybe not the pressure,
like,
but the home support.
Would we have then got the point at St James's Park because of the pressure from Newcastle fans? Like you could.
I don't honestly.
Or
you would have gone down, and
our defence was much better after.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Watford might have stayed up.
Well, I think Watford would have stayed up. I hate Watford.
I think Watford and thing.
I don't know. Yeah, I think we would have, but that break helped us massively.
Oh yeah.
If we had our attack on form as well as our defence, we'd have been.
I think the best.
Way clear.
I think for the bottom half of the table. I know it sounds a bit biased. I think we were probably the best team, bottom half of the table.
You should have.
I think we were.
I'd say for the players that you have, yes.
No, but I'm just saying from 11th down to 20th, we were the better team.
Yeah.
Our post.
I think Norwich just.
They just came out.
Did they get any points at all?
Yeah.
They didn't.
No, they didn't. I don't think they didn't go anything.
Finished on 21.
That's got to be.
And we were generous when we done our predictions video. We predicted them to finish in 22 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still. Anyway, so moving on slightly.
Should we do
So, go on, pick one out, David. Pick one out.
Okay, so.
You should have done it with the hat.
Just picked them out. Okay, so I'm gonna say. What if Klopp had never gone to Liverpool? Where would Liverpool be now?
Mid-table team.
You really think?
They'd be in.
Do you think?
Newcastle.
Okay. So let's put it this way: if they had the same team, but not Klopp, without Klopp, a different manager, do you think they would still do well?
Depends.
I think they'd at least be top 4 with the team.
They'll be top 6 at least.
They have to be. But do you think they would be
But Klopp bought in
challenging
all
for
the
the title?
players. He bought in Mane.
Yeah.
Did you see that thing? It was like his first lineup
Against his now.
versus
Yeah,
now.
he had like Lallana, Martin Skirtle, he had Alberto Moreno,
Like I said in my tops video,
Simon Mignolet.
was it Mane's the only decent player in that first squad for Klopp that stayed throughout his Liverpool career.
Yeah.
I think he deserves that title.
Oh,
He really does.
for Klopp and Mane, yeah.
Mm.
But if Klopp didn't go to Liverpool and went to somewhere, what were the jobs elsewhere?
I don't
Bayern
really know.
Bayern Munich, were they looking for someone?
Oh, imagine if people had done Dortmund to Bayern.
That would be mental.
Oh.
Mental.
No,
I don't think Dortmund fans would ever have forgiven him.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Definitely not.
That's just saying, like, Mark Noble went to Millwall.
Yeah, but that would be a lot.
I don't
worse.
want to be dreaming about that though. So
No, I don't think they'll be where they are now.
no, I think. So yeah, I don't think Liverpool would have been top 6 without Klopp. I think they would be 10th, maybe 8th.
Maybe a Burnley side, maybe a Newcastle
Yeah.
side.
A Brexit side. Yeah, but I mean, for the players they have, you would expect that they would be challenging for top 6, even without Klopp.
Oh, definitely for sure. Not even top 6.
Gotta be. Okay,
Title. Not even
let's
top
Should we do the rugby
move
one? 'Cause I
on
quite
to
find
yes.
interesting.
Okay,
You really want to
Zach,
do this
do you want
I
to?
really wanted to do this
To
one.
be fair, it is a good shout. Here you go. Do you want to?
I'll read it out for you. So, if you're a rugby fan, if you're
If we
You
have,
don't
Rugby
understand
fans on a
this?
football chat show. Hey.
So it's what if England international football had the same rule as England international rugby, where they could only pick players that play in England? Would it make the team worse?
So that means
no Sancho.
no Sancho.
a good example. Oh wait, actually no. What are you saying?
Sancho's the only one, isn't he?
Oh, you're talking about. Oh, okay.
So if the
Yeah, but
player
for
is
the
English
future.
but he doesn't play in England,
He shouldn't be.
he shouldn't be selected
Even
for the
No,
squad.
no. That's.
It
I
is a
understand.
rubbish rule, but
I don't. I think it will be more understandable. A good example is Declan Rice. He was born an Irishman, and he's chosen England for his international squad.
Hmm.
I understand that way, where he's not allowed to play for England, even though he's got an English half of his family.
Yeah.
He has to play for Ireland because he's registered as a Irish citizen.
No Trippier as well. I mean, it doesn't get picked anymore, but he won't be able to.
I think that rule is a bit. I want to touch upon how though rugby do their officiating. Is that the right word?
Yeah,
Officiating.
it's alright one
he
again.
has got the right word for once.
Yes. Come on, boys.
Do you want a gold star for that? Or,
Oh, just stick on.
you know, when you used to come
Get
in
the
from
cheering
primary,
noise.
they used to come in from primary school, got a
Okay.
well done, good work badge.
Shush.
You know.
How rugby officiants. I screwed it
You
now.
screwed it.
I wrote it. No.
The
Basically,
officials.
so rugby officials, and say for instance, 2-foot challenge, and you can hear the conversations between
I
VAR.
thought you were going to say you can hear the contact of it or something. Just really
No,
grim.
the actual kind of behind the scenes, as you can call it. You hear
The goings on.
Yeah, you hear the conversation between
Proceedings.
the referee and the other officials, and obviously the people in the what is it,
The VAR office room
wherever it is.
where some
I think-
caravan in Stockley Park or
Stockley
whatever.
Park, that's it. I think if they implemented that, where you even see it, because they did it in the World Cup, why don't they? What if they did it in the Premier League? I think that would have been obviously because we don't know what's going on.
No, exactly. I think that is one of the main pitfalls of VAR. It's like you don't know what's going on. But also, fun fact about VAR. I don't know why this is a rule, but apparently you get yellow carded and fined if you enter the VAR room.
Who's going to?
Exactly, you know, a game in Liverpool, and you know, I don't know what Miguel Almiron. He's really peed off about an offside decision. It was like he was offside by, I don't know, like a pube or something. Like, and then he wants to go into the VAR room and complain at them. He's got to travel like the 400 odd miles down the road to Stockley Park.
Get out.
Yeah, but seriously, you get my point. Why is he going to travel like 400 or 500 miles down the country just to enter the VAR room?
Can I also just, while we're on the stupid rules thing, have you seen that purpose coughing?
Oh,
I mean, that's more of a safety thing, to be honest.
Yeah,
But,
but
I
it's
mean, you know, red card, get out.
I just walk past Grealish and just go, and just like, oh, next minute he's got corona. If he did get corona,
I
then
mean, you'd have to isolate as well.
I think there's definitely should be a ban. But I mean, come on, everybody coughs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's coughing
So
deliberately.
if someone gives you a red, or someone tackled you and didn't like it, and you
Yeah,
got
you just turn around
then
and
me,
go.
and just like
I that's a stupid rule. I think.
I mean, I don't think it needs to be. I think actually the player should just be banned for whatever. I don't think it should be dealt with in the game. I think it should be after the game. But anyway,
that rule's stupid in my opinion.
yes, it is. Right, let's move on. So, what if there was a salary cap in the Premier Leagues, and how would the likes of City and United cope? Also Arsenal, because obviously Özil's on like 350k a week.
Honestly, that's
more than my mum earns in a year,
stupid.
which is kind of annoying.
One thing that's annoyed me was it last week for Arsenal. You've made how many people unemployed? Like 50,
Yeah,
50
honestly, like I just want to like touch on this. Like, from an Arsenal fan's perspective,
That's disgusting.
I'm actually embarrassed.
Do you
Like,
know-
seriously, all the players took a pay cut so that this wouldn't happen, and you lay off that many jobs. Are you joking? Seriously,
Honestly,
that's ridiculous.
the reason why
coming out your ears now.
the reason why you did
about
it
that.
is because you wanted to sign enough million.
Yeah, but we're getting him on a bloody free.
Yeah, but
What are you trying to find the money for?
His-
Seriously,
his
get rid of
wages.
Özil.
his wages?
You get rid of Özil. He's not
they're
played for 5
They're looking
months.
to play Willian in the
Yeah.
cam role.
He's going to sit behind and be that creative player. We don't need Özil. Bye bye, Auf Wiedersehen. Go away.
Okay.
Like, seriously, hasn't played for like 5 months. He just sits there with his umbrella out, sunning himself. You know? oh, would you like to be beside? No.
I think that's
get out.
appalling from Arsenal.
It is shocking.
But
That's why London's white.
Get out. Even though it's
No.
even though it's your old house.
No.
Even though it's your own house, get out.
Oh,
We're just going to pause while I murder Zach and bury
just in
him.
front of two.
Okay, I've murdered Zach. Well, actually, no, I haven't murdered him. I've just beaten him up, which is why he's now wearing this, because he looks so bloodied that YouTube would take the video down. So, he's now wearing this for your entertainment. Enjoy.
It's only 5 more minutes.
Yeah, there's like 5 minutes. So he's going to wear that for the last thing, and then he's
Can we even hear you?
Hi guys. I'm thinking it's too hot in there.
If we go viral
on this video.
This is
Anyway, so back to the original question. What if there was a salary cap? Do you think different players would
I think you see a lot more English football players.
like academy talent.
You wouldn't see the likes. You would see Pogba in France, playing in France or something like that. I don't. He wouldn't be playing at United, obviously, because he's on 300k. Not even that, 500.
I mean, Alexis
500k a
Sanchez.
week.
Alexis Sanchez got paid £28,000 per touch of the ball at United.
Yeah, it's alright.
That was mental.
It was ridiculous. Like, United just throw money out the window for fun.
Yeah.
Things will be a lot different for the bigger. I won't say bigger, better clubs.
Yeah.
'Cause
Mm.
you've got, yeah.
I think it gives the likes of, obviously, your MK Dons kind of teams to actually have a chance in the Premier League.
Well, yeah.
Because obviously everything's a lot more equal. I lost my train of thought now. What was I thinking of?
The next train stops at platform nowhere because he's lost his train of thought. That was such a bad joke, sorry.
Can we cut that out?
What I was saying was that Pogba would be probably still at Juventus,
Yeah.
maybe with his 100k.
Mbappe would still be at Monaco, I think.
But I think
Neymar would still be.
It's a good opportunity to see players like in the MK Dons side, obviously Wickham maybe in the Premier League. And you won't be seeing these powerhouses like Liverpool.
I mean, I don't think Liverpool are too bad. I think definitely the main culprits are City and United.
I think you see a lot more stuff changed around the club, like facilities, the stadium itself.
Yeah.
It'll be more focused onto that.
I don't know why you wouldn't do that. Like, if you've got spare money left over, instead of just throwing it into players' wages, why don't you actually give some more bonuses to the staff?
Why don't the owners steal it?
I'm
talking to you, David Gold and David Sullivan. I bleeped myself there.
Anyway, but like, seriously, like, if clubs have that much money to throw around, don't stick it in players' wages. Give it to the people that work behind the scenes that don't get noticed by the fans, and actually say, look, you work damned hard to make sure that this club stays on its feet and different parts of it run smoothly. Those are the people. So, like, I'm talking about caretakers, I'm talking about general, what do you call them, like, DIY, like, people that like fix things.
Kitman.
Yeah, exactly, like your kit man, groundsmen, stewards as well, that they have to get in and pay them, the people that work in the bars and things, and hospitality, in the ticket office, in the club shops, all of that, like, give the money to them. Don't waste it on pointless things like players' wages.
What if you had to put on a salary cap, what would it be? Like, what would be your max?
I would say max of 200k a week.
Yeah.
And that's absolute max.
What per player?
Yeah. So, like, your best player at the club, I don't care who it is, your best player at the club, maximum of 200k a week.
I would even go 150k a week.
Yeah. I mean, Grealish is on 100k a week.
I don't know who our highest. I think it's 130 for Haller. I think.
Really?
Yeah. But he's took Nautovic's payroll technically. I'm missing Nautovic.
Anyway, should we round that up?
Yeah, I think that's.
I think we got time for one more. I think
we got time for one.
One more.
God, it's like being at a concert, ain't it? I've got time for one more. Encore.
Not if we keep on talking like this.
Oh god.
Okay, the last one is. I know this is a David one.
This is a David one.
What if Wimbledon never went bust? Would they be? Would they be a big club in the? I butchered that. What if Wimbledon never went bust? Would they be a bigger club than MK and Kingston combined?
I mean,
obviously Kingston being AFC Wimbledon.
But David doesn't like calling it in it, so.
Because they're not.
Crazy.
You bunch of.
B.
Yes.
But no, I think if they didn't go bust, I'm not too sure really. I think they'll be the likes of Bolton. I think maybe if the money was there. The money was there,
and I think if they had good players, I think they would be.
I mean, they won the FA Cup for God's sake.
Yes, they did. I think they would be a
standard championship team.
No,
I think they'd be a Swansea. I think they'd be like mid-table championship. I know Swansea got playoffs, but like where Swansea were like a couple of seasons ago. I think they'd be like mid-table championship side, so maybe like Preston, somewhere around.
I think more respectable is. I think more accurate is Luton.
Yes, maybe
a yo-yo club between Championship and League One, and then might have the off-season in League Two. Then go back up.
That's where Dons were. If Dons would have actually had a decent manager when Robbo got sacked, then I think we would have actually done okay in League One that season. I think we would have actually stayed up.
I think
because we had one more. We had one season in League One, and we finished about 12th. I think it was like mid-table, and then it just all went downhill from there.
But I think if the question was MK Dons fans, and I think we should take the attendance into. I think that's a good way to kind of.
Yeah.
You took the MK Dons attendance, home attendance, combined it with. I know you hate to hear it.
Let's have a look at it.
But if you combined MK Dons attendance with AFC Wimbledon's attendance, put them together,
you still only got like 13,000.
and then you look at like the highest kind of I wouldn't say highest attendance, but like
The highest
the
attendance
average.
we've got in the league was when it was Milton Keynes. It was the 50th birthday of Milton Keynes. We played.
All 50.
We played Bolton, I think, at home,
Yeah.
or someone. I don't know. We played Wigan or Bolton at home.
But I was thinking more of
United.
the average
That wasn't
attendance at
in
Wimbledon.
league.
The average attendance at Wimbledon, will it still be the same if you put MK and Kingston together? I don't think it would
It'd
be.
be different.
But then who, if they, let's just say, who would be the Dons if you just call both of them together? Who would be their main rival? Would be their rivalry?
Oh,
if
you
we
mean-
stayed, what if we stayed down there?
If you stayed as one club.
Down there, it'd be something like Brentford, Chelsea, Fulham.
It'll be West London
West
because
London.
it's Wimbledon
Yeah.
is in Wimbledon.
Wimbledon's it's just south of Brentford and Fulham.
Maybe
Yeah, Chelsea.
it could maybe even be Palace rivals.
Nah, they're south. They're southeast.
Anyway, that's a bit off.
Yeah,
I think we could fit one more in and spot on.
Spot on.
Spot
So,
on.
shall I round up?
Yes, you should indeed.
Alright then, so as always, again, thank you for watching. Subscribe, share around, like this video, comment.
Not in that order. Subscribe it, like it, then share it around. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Main
and
thing is
follow us on
subscribe.
Twitter.
It takes like 2 seconds.
We got an extra subscriber since the last video.
Have we? Hey, well, welcome to that person, whoever you might be.
Cringe. Okay.
See you later.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.
Catch you later.